the Chargers released Joey Bosa, and Bosa out of Ohio State. He was a third overall pick in 2016. He spent his entire career with the Bolts before he was released. 9 seasons already. Man, time is just flying by. 5 Pro Bowls. He was the 2016 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And now, for the first time in his career, he gets to test free agency. Now, the knock on Joey Bosa is that he has missed significant time throughout his career. He missed 23 games since the start of the 2022 season. He did play in 14 games in 2024. He had 5 sacks. So if he can stay healthy, he can help another team. Here's my list for Joey Bosa. And I'll tell you who helped me make this list. It was Bosa's mom, because Cheryl Bosa, she put on her Instagram a picture of Joey and Nick Bosa and says, "Mama has ideas." So it'd be cool to see them on the 49ers. Back in June, Joey Bosa was actually asked if he would eventually team up with his brother. Speaking of linking up, look, LeBron can link with Bronny and Nick can link with Joey Bosa. And he said it'd be cool at some point. So kind of cool to see the Bosa brothers on the 49ers. Second team, the Lions. So the Lions, the offense was great with Ben Johnson last season. The defense, not as great, especially after Aiden Hutchinson went down with the injury in October that ended his season. They just don't have very many strong pass rushers outside of Joey Bosa. Hutchinson finished with 7.5 sacks for the team. No other Lion had more than 4. And then also Marcus Davenport is going to hit free agency. I like the Lions for Joey Bosa. The Bears. So the Bears, they got that. They pulled off the trade for Pro Bowler Joe Thuney from the Chiefs just Wednesday. So they're making moves. You got the deal done for Jonah Jackson to give Caleb Williams a little help on the offensive line. You got Montez Sweat. If you pair with Bosa, I mean, that'd be a nice duo right there. That'd be a formidable duo. And Chicago's trying to really change things very quickly. They're trying to have a really big time off season and trying to contend in that division. So credit to them. New coach, new players making moves. You had the number 1 draft pick. You got Caleb Williams. The Bears, a couple pieces away from being at the very least interesting, at the very best, a sneaky playoff team that if guys take big steps in the right direction, who knows, could contend earlier than later. Couple more. The Saints. The Saints hired who? Defensive coordinator Brandon Staley. Brandon Staley, he was Joey Bosa's coach for the Chargers. Remember Brandon Staley would do the downward dog yoga poses before? That was weird, man. But anyways, there's a familiarity there. The Saints, they're going to need some pass rushing help. Chase Young, Peyton Turner, they're both hitting free agency. The Saints could be an option. The Panthers are interesting because the Panthers, they were the worst team defensively in the sport last season. They gave the most yards, and they had just 32 sacks. Just 32 sacks for Carolina. That was tied for the 3rd fewest in the NFL. So they need all the help they could get. Joey Bosa can help them. Last team I'll point out is the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are a team that need pass rushing help. 31 sacks. That was even less than the Panthers. 2nd fewest in the NFL. Judon had 5.5 sacks, but he might not even be back in Atlanta because he's hitting free agency. So don't have a ton of salary cap space. So that would be the biggest issue with getting a Bosa, but they need some dudes too. So I like all those teams, but let me go to my man, J-Rob. Who you like for Joey Bosa?
To be honest, I like the Philadelphia Eagles. If you can't...
You an Eagles fan?
No, it's not even that. This is my thing.
That's midnight green. I know midnight green when I see it.
The reason why I got to go with the Eagles is just feel like Joey Bosa is trying to like dispel some narratives about him. You know, the injury proneness has been, that's really been his whole thing. It's never been about his ability to play. It's just been, he cannot stay on the field. The Eagles rotate so many defensive linemen, D-Mac, that if I'm him, I want to go to a D-line where we're coming in waves. You know, where I'm fresh more times than I'm not. I don't have to play 45 to 60 snaps. And so the Eagles, that defensive system, I just think it would be good for not only his overall like physical health, but if he's trying to get one more contract before he calls it a career, I think that's the team that at least fit-wise could allow him to do that.
That's a great point because, I mean, he's 29. Even if he wanted to do some short term with the Eagles, have that success and then get a better deal, kind of reestablish his market a little bit. So that's interesting too, but that's a fantastic point. The Eagles, they're just an absolute machine at this point. If they get a meeting with you, it'd be tough to turn that down. But you would rather be that guy Like you'd rather be the guy that's, hey, when I play, I'm great, but I can't stay healthy, versus the guy that is always healthy and just kind of like a whatever player, right?
And then two, ultimately, he still has good football. I truly do. Same with like Deebo Samuel. I think an opportunity on another good football team. Sometimes you just fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Just the grass could be greener on the other side.
But I love that you bring it up, though. He's got something to prove. He really does. And the injury-prone label, his brother, I mean, he's kind of mixed it up with fans. Didn't even say, like, threw some dude's beer, like, in a game. Like, I like dudes who, like, don't take fans-ish. You know what I mean? Like Jason Kelsey did, like, when he threw the phone and stuff. So I dig that. Don't mess with these players, bro. Like, don't, like, ever, because, I mean, these are gladiators in real life. Like, don't mess with these dudes. So I agree with you on that